the magic win. The magic win, ladies and gentlemen. We defeat the Milwaukee Bucks 112-97, and we finish our tour of the animal kingdom 1-1. We lose to the birds, but we defeat the deer in what was an amazing bounce-back game for the team. Everything that was going wrong, the turnovers, the lack of free throws, we saw the script flipped tonight. We won pretty much every facet of this game, except, when we normally win, points in the paint, but you just can't stop Giannis Antetokounmpo, the two-legged train coming through the paint. He's going to do what he's going to do. So, yeah, we lost points in the paint 50-40, but that's going to happen, we were better from three-point arc, and 85% free throw percentage, and we got to the line for 35 attempts. You love to see it. Everyone was aggressive, but I've got to say that, in this Joe Ingles revenge game, Jalen Suggs again played a phenomenal game, backing up his play in Mexico City, comes out tenacious. I just love the intensity. He is the tip of the spear. He's not afraid. We need that energy because at times we look a little lackadaisical, especially in the fourth quarter against the Hawks. It looked like no one wanted to shoot. No one wanted to be the guy and step up, and you never have to worry about that with Jalen Suggs. He's always bringing it 110% effort. He had a fantastic game again. Was that back-to-back 20-pointers? He had 20 points tonight on 8 of 10 from the field. I mean, you love that efficiency. You got to be kidding me. I mean, two boards, 2 assists, 1 steal. That doesn't pop off the page, but plus 10 was leading almost in our plus-minus in the minutes that mattered. And he's just the defensive anchor. He is unbelievable out there. We're definitely seeing the ascension of Jalen Suggs. Or what does he say? Jay Sizzle? Jay Sizzle's back, baby. And he certainly was. He's here for all the smoke, too. I loved that when he and Bobby Portis got into it, he was not backing down. Jalen Suggs does not back down. He got that dog in him, ladies and gentlemen. And I just love that we did not back down. That was, a metaphor for the entire team. That was an analogy for the entire team all night. We did not back down when the Bucks tried to get back in it and gave us a punch, especially in that third quarter when not Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton came in and actually was doing some things. We came back, punch for punch. We didn't let it slip away. We weren't having the stupid turnovers. We were getting good possessions, using the shot clock, actually kind of nursing that lead, making sure we got open looks at the end of shot clocks. Love to see it. It was the doppelganger. It was the bipolar game from the last one, at least in the fourth quarter, from where I was sitting. But man, the Bucks look depleted. I know no Damian Lillard tonight, so we dodged a bullet there. We're thankful for that. But man, they don't look like the same team, and it's early, so there's plenty of time. Chris Middleton looks like a shell. Didn't even see Jay Crowder out there. They got some things to work on. This is a team that has normally swept the floor with us. I think the statistic was we hadn't beaten them since 2019. That's 4 years ago. All right, so it was good to get a win against the Deer. Paolo was also driving the offense as well early on. Love to see him looking for it. And that post-game interview, he said, it's my job, baby. This is what I do. I get buckets for my team when we need them. And happy birthday, young man. Let's get a round of applause for Paolo. Go out on the town. Have some beverages. Talk to some ladies or some gentlemen. I don't know, whatever you're into. And have a good time, and then get right back to it. What else do we want to talk about? Yeah, Paolo, what did he finish with here? 26 points, also plus 10 from the floor, 12 boards, 5 assists. This, the thing that gets overlooked too much, and I'm guilty of this as well, is Paolo's court vision, his ability to pass the rock. All right, and with Markelle out, he needs to do more of that, and he has been. 5 assists also doesn't all the way depict how good he was passing the ball tonight. Another assist that he should have had, and this, if Peach were here with me, by the way, he would be upset about this. This is a stand that he takes, and I think this is legitimate. If you pass the ball to a player who then gets to the line and they make their free throw or their free throws. I don't know, one or both. It's up to you what you think. You should get an assist for that because I think it was early in the first half. Behind the back, Giannis goes the other way. Beautiful pass in stride to Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs goes up with the harm, doesn't get the bucket to fall, but shoots from the line. That should be an assist for Paolo Banchero and for anyone for that matter. You know, I think that would make sense to me. He set that up, but he doesn't get credit, not in the stat sheet. We'll start a petition, so it'll be in the comments. We're going to start a petition. We'll talk to Adam Silver. We'll get the ball rolling. What's next here? The technical fouls. That was silly, wasn't it? On Paolo and AB? That was like the softest thing. I don't even know. I still am confused what they call. I don't know if it was because of Paolo just moving his arms up to get what. Help me understand what happened there. Or was it something they said? Anthony Black? What was he saying? I'm gonna kapaya all over every female member of your family? What was going on there? What was so egregious? It must have been something foul for a double technical foul. Or maybe the refs are just out for the Bucks. I know they ejected Giannis with 2 techs that everyone was saying was suspect the other evening. I didn't see it. That was just word on the streets. So maybe they're out for him. I don't know. Did the new coach, steal someone's lady? I don't know what's going on there, but they're getting that was suspect for us. They got the Bucks also. They had nothing outside of Giannis today, and they're in trouble. They need to get it together as they move into the end of the season. But it's great to see our team come together after a tough loss. And I want to shout out Jamaal Mosley. I always notice this. I'm not sure if you do too out there. Especially after a loss or last year when we maybe have a couple losses in a row, you can hear Coach Mosley on the line on the sideline more vocal. As if he's saying, look, this is what I want from you, and I am going to lead. I'm going to show and lead by example here. I need you to do more on the court. I need you to be more vocal. I need you to have your arms up, hands up on defense. And he is calling he is out there every step of the way, shouting out pointers, shouting out directions, shouting out cues to the team as if to say, hey, come, follow me. Let's go, gentlemen. And I respect that greatly about Jamaal Mosley. Fantastic coaching job from him. Again, the thing that really has been biting us, we've been getting to the free throw line, but we've been getting killed. We have not been converting on our free shots. And tonight, we finally came through. Let's look at the statistics here. Again, 85.7%, 30 of 35 from the floor. We won the boards 43-36. Everyone was active. Everyone pitched in. Paolo led the way with 12 boards. That's grown man work. The young gentleman is 21 years old. Happy birthday, sir. He's doing grown man work, big man shit. Let's go. And don't look now, but our defensive rating is 3rd in the league, holding the Bucks to under 100 points. This is a team. What did they get up with the Pacers the other night? Wasn't the score like 140 to 150? It was crazy. So there is something real there. I think we're all seeing it. This defense is very real. We exacerbate the other team. With all the length, we're freakishly huge. All the junk that I like to talk sometimes about Jonathan Isaac and what's going on. I mean, is he injured? Is he not injured? We don't know. Came in tonight. Great game from Jonathan Isaac. Great game. 17 minutes. 17 minutes. And the heavens opened up. And they said, you may play Jonathan Isaac tonight for more than 10 minutes. Yes. Libations. Fantastic. Jonathan Isaac was all over the floor, as we know, defensively, but hit a couple threes, did he? How many threes did he have? 2 for 4 from beyond the arc, 5 boards, a block, +9, 10 points. So in 17 minutes, we'll take that. Very active, just, frustrating anyone who he was on. A lot of times he was coming in with Giannis as well. So there's not a lot of guys that can frustrate the Greek Freak. And we've got one of them on our team. We're just hoping that this is real. And he continues to ramp up, because having a player like that play 25, 30 minutes, that would be game-changing. And that's hopefully what we're working towards. But I'm still not over it. I am still traumatized, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you're like me, but when he had that steal on Giannis, he stepped into the passing lane and nicked the pass, and then he was heading down and he Euro-stepped. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I couldn't breathe. Not for that moment. Could not breathe when I see Jonathan Isaac do a Euro-step, but everything was fine. Came out of it great. Got to shout out Moritz Wagner, okay? I've been a little critical of the center depth and end of our front office for not addressing that in the offseason. And now with Wendell going down, predictably, you can't predict the injury, but you can predict that he was going to get injured. Saying, Moritz, I don't think he is a true five. But he was doing some big man shit. I mean, he sets a beautiful screen. The board, the stat line doesn't pop off. 4 rebounds. I want more from a center position, but he's, again, in there a lot of times with Jonathan Isaac, so they're going back and forth. Moritz Wagner, 19 points, very efficient, 7 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. I mean, what he lacks for me on the defensive side of the ball and on the glass, he's making up for offensively on a night where he's scoring 19 points of 7 of 9 for the floor. So this moron with a microphone has to shut the hell up. Okay? No, I cannot say it. I'm sorry. Moritz, I'm so sorry. Accept my apology. I did not know. I'm just a silly man. Silly, silly Kyle. But back to the Joe Ingles revenge game. Joe Ingles, he's starting to do some things. I feel like he had his sea legs under him, and now he's starting to figure things out, understanding where guys are going to be. You can't speed the man up. All right, he's moving at minivan pace, but he is throwing some passes like a Ferrari out there. 5 assists from Joe Ingles. Finally, we saw a 3 go down. He's still struggling from beyond the arc. 1 for 4 tonight, +8, 5 points, 3 boards. Just really solid from Joe Ingles. He's giving you really good. He's getting people moving, distributing the ball extremely well. Another smart player out there who, when shit gets real, Mosley can call on him. He was one of the first subs in the Hawks game, and I know that didn't go well, but it stopped the bleeding at that time because he's an adult on the floor, and he's gonna get the magic. He's gonna get us into a set that's gonna get us a good shot. So I just continue to like what we see Joe Ingles as he's getting into that game shape and the season shape, getting consistency with the team. We're starting to see it come along. And I would be remiss if I did not mention Anthony Black. Doesn't pop off the screen. Just 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from beyond the arc. Not as eye-popping a game from the offensive side of the ball as we've seen in previous times, but 3 assists and just, defensively, he goes all over the court, man, and he navigates the court with such ease, over screens, beating guys to spots on the floor. He's not playing. It doesn't seem like he's playing the player or the ball, but he's playing to the spot. He knows he anticipates so beautifully, and that's one of the things that's making this a top 3 defense, especially over the last 3 games. As Anthony Black is getting more and more playing time, he's telling Coach Mosley, "I dare you to keep me off the floor, sir. I dare you." Woo! Fantastic bounce back victory. What do we have coming up, ladies and gentlemen? We have the in-season tournament coming up on Tuesday. That's in Brooklyn. Then Wednesday, we're playing a back-to-back going to Chicago. And then Thursday, the doubleheader against Chicago. That Thursday game is going to be an in-season tournament. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see, how we're going to do in this in-season tournament. I think it's a point of interest. I'll be lying to you if I didn't on the old ESPN app today when I was looking at the standings for regular season. Also, click over to the tab that was the in-season bracket tournament and kind of check that out. It's another thing to observe, to see. And hey, if our young team can fight in these games that kind of quote-unquote mean more here in the regular season, it's another great opportunity for us to continue to grow. 5-4 NBA Eastern Conference standings. We are in right now. We're in fifth place Eastern Conference standings. Don't look now. The 5-4 Magic are in fifth place, behind the Hawks right now. 9 games in. I mean, I think this is what I was expecting, right around 500. But we also talked about this beginning of the season was the more difficult part of the season. And as we get later, I know we play the Wizards 3 times in December. I'm hoping to go to one of those games. Let's go. Let's make this real. Let's get the offense coming around. How you feeling, ladies and gentlemen, after the Magic victory over the Deer, 112-97? Hopefully, Peach and I are getting on and recording Court Cousins episode 55 or 56 tomorrow. So look out for that. Let us know in the comments how you're feeling. What was the standout for you tonight? Thanks, as always, for watching, you beautiful people, you sexy scoundrels, you lovely second cousins. I will see you next time. Peace.